Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Today I'm going to be looking at some Bitcoin memes. So some of the top Bitcoin memes that could do very, very well considering Bitcoin at this point has reached 110K. It's reached a new all-time high, and it likely will go to around 150, maybe 200K this cycle. It already has a market cap of around $2.2 trillion. And so what are some of the memes on Ethereum, some memes on Solana in relation to Bitcoin that could do very well? This first one is a narrative play. It is the Book of Bitcoin. It's got a very nice ticker, Boob, which just kind of fits into the whole meme narrative. But this would be a branch off of the Book of Ethereum, which a lot of people like, which has some serious lore with some of the founders of Ethereum being potentially related to the project or in the project. The Book of Bitcoin is just kind of a beta play to that. You would think Bitcoin, would be better than Ethereum, but not when it comes to this narrative in particular. But looking at this coin, it's at around 150K. Over the past 7 days, I mean, everything is up on Ethereum the past 2 or 3 days because of the recent Ethereum pump. Not really tracking its market cap, unfortunately, here. I can tell it went from around 100K to 150K, so a 50% increase around within the last 2 or 3 days. And when you look at the Book of Ethereum, many people think it could go to upwards of $1 billion, maybe even more. And so the Book of Bitcoin, I mean, we know the Book of Meme, that was on Solana. That was kind of a stupid thing. I never liked that coin. But the Book of Bitcoin, you could argue, is the ultimate beta to the Book of Ethereum. And maybe if the Book of Ethereum, which is being shilled by a lot of people, a lot of top people like it, maybe this coin could do 50 million, 100 million. If it's at 150K right now, when you got these really low market caps, this coin does need proper... It needs proper shilling. It needs proper structure. It needs a more active community. But all of these things come when there's a community that's developed and created. So it's an interesting play when you compare it to. I think there's a few other ones. If you look at like the Book of, there's a few different ones. The Book of Meme. That one was on Solana. And then you've got the Book of Ethereum. I also think there's the Book of Base, which is around 50K if it becomes a actual narrative. Book of Binance at around 600K. Yeah, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Next, you've got Dog. So this is this is on Bitcoin, and you can see it says Dog Bitcoin Dog. This is like the top Bitcoin meme there is, and the problem with this one is like look at the contract. But the problem with this one is it's already $500 million. Yes, it'll probably, even goes to like multi-billions. You're looking at only maybe a 10x. To me, it's an unknown commodity. You take a look at its X. Let's see, the followers around 14K. It's very active. Dog. I mean, it is just a dog. The dog of Bitcoin Foundation. So I don't know. I mean, the coins like that, it's just they're too high in market cap for me, honestly, looking at the price. Yeah. But that is definitely the biggest Bitcoin meme right now. And then you've got Bitcoin 2.0. I was always wondering, would they create a Bitcoin 2.0? This is not the OG one. This one was recently created. It's marketed on Ethereum. And I mean, it does look like it's in a pretty impressive accumulation zone. I had bought in this at one point, but then I rotated out of it. Sometimes I'll do that where I'll buy it and then I'll be like, some of the coins with trades, I don't have the patience for it. This is interesting if you believe in the idea of like a Bitcoin 2.0 meme. But, I mean, what did this thing hit? This thing hit 3 million, or is that... No, it's not that. I don't think that is that. 700K, maybe 800K down to 138K. But recently, to be fair, it had... I mean, this is phenomenal accumulation. What is this, like the last month? It's been doing the same thing. It's been hovering around 130 to 150K, somewhere in that zone. So, at least it's stable. And, of course, it's got the 21 million... with a coin like this, you would like to burn some of it to kind of mimic the Bitcoin 1.0 or burn more than the real Bitcoin has burned. So I don't know if they'll do that. You've also got Bitcoin on Base. So you can see they've got these disclaimers. It's not affiliated with Bitcoin. This is just the Base variant meme. And this has been around for a while. Kind of right when Base first got going. Look at that. They did burn a ton of this. They burned around 5.5, 6 million of it. And so taking a look at this coin, it did reach a high of around 12, 13 million. Right now it's sitting at around 4 million. So give it a 3 or 4x, it'll go back to the highs. It has kind of woken up again recently, as a lot of these memes are starting to wake up out of their slumber. So Bitcoin on base, I mean, it's like, which one do you pick? I like base, I do. And the base, this is something you could see. I mean, 100 million, 200 million, you get a 33x, maybe you get a 66x. Next, you've got Buttcoin. I think this coin's going to do well. I do. This is on Solana. It was originally launched through Pump Fund, and what did it reach? It reached around 25. I mean, it retraced all the way to around 1.3, 1.4, boomed up to around 26 million, and has now been in kind of an accumulation window for the better part of the last month and a half. Right now sitting at 2.6, probably a good buying zone, not financial advice, based on what's been happening with this price, at least in the micro picture. So Buttcoin, it's kind of like the perfect meme for Bitcoin. Multi-billion, I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to say, but it's definitely, I mean, being on Solana, you could see it being very, very big. This one is also on Solana. It is marketed like Solana. It's got the purple Bitcoin, and this one, it's doing better than the base one. Imagine you were invested into the base one and then you see the Solana one doing better, even though the base one is way older. It's unfortunate, but you can see some recent price action with this coin has been, they're not going to show me that. Take a look at the past year. Really, really recent tick up it's had. So it did almost a 9 or a 10x within the past 2 weeks. So maybe not a great buying zone right now, considering it's up significantly even, over the past week. But no, actually, I don't think it's up over the past week. It had a bit of a retracement. It had a retracement within the last 2 weeks, but purple Bitcoin, PBTC, sitting at around 9.7 million on Solana. You believe in Solana. You take a look at this. Oh, they've got a YouTube. See, normally these coins don't have YouTubes. Purple Bitcoin, the chart never lies. There's just so much shilling nowadays, all of these coins, they shill. And then this is technically the OG Bitcoin 2.0. I showed you the other one that was just created a few months ago. This is the OG. You would think somebody would CTO this, because doesn't it make sense? I mean, this is what cryptocurrency is. The value of it is defined within the token. Yes, there's utility, but Bitcoin has become digital gold. The reason Bitcoin is valuable is because it's Bitcoin. That's the reason. So the idea is you make a 2.0. The reason the 2.0 is valuable is because it's the 2.0. It doesn't necessarily have much utility, but that's the point to it. So I always thought the 2.0 would be like 100 million, 200, because think about it. You've got Pepe, which is, 4.5 billion, and then you've got Pepe Coin, which is the OG, and it still has a market cap of like 30 million, and it's gone to 700 million. But how does the Bitcoin 2.0, when Daddy Bitcoin is at $2 trillion, the 2.0 variant can't go to 100 million? That surprises me. But we might be talking about different things in terms of, people that invest in Bitcoin, they're not into memes, so they're not going to buy the smaller ones. I get it. But like, look at this. This coin was created in 2023. Man, I'm going to actually have to look this up really quickly. So what is this? BTC 2.0. I want to see the 2023 price history. Pretend this was do they seriously not have it on here? Because there's been no price action. God, maybe it's this. Dude, they don't have it on here. I mean, I could copy it out now. They're not gonna have it because it doesn't have any price history. The problem is this coin is dead. Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate because you'd think the 2.0, and I like this logo. I like this logo better than this one. Where's this one? This logo looks like the original, but this one is kind of like a new and improved, like, golden variant. It's unfortunate. You would think the 2.0 would at least be 100 or 200 million just because it's Bitcoin. And then you actually develop. The problem with this is you've got all these 2.0s competing. You need to develop the actual one that people cling to. That's the problem with memes. Anyone can create one, and then there's 100 of the same things, and then it floods the zone. But either way, it's interesting. I mean, you would think a 2.0, somebody should CTO this at, 600 million or sorry, 600K. I mean, it's definitely been, it's just completely dead. Let's look at its Twitter. 9,000 followers? Bro, come on. It hasn't had a tweet since 2023. They should have built on this, man. If they would have built on this coin probably would be at like 20 or 30 million. They should have tried building on it. They didn't do anything. But think about it. Bitcoin too. Well, I mean, this one you really can't invest into because it's not technically. I think some people are still holding it. It's probably a lot of bots, but you're not going to find 600K, worth of bots. But I mean, I like the book of Bitcoin because if you look at the book of Ethereum, like the book of Ethereum it's at 23 million, but look, people think it's going to go really high. It went to like 70 million. I'm not saying the book of Bitcoin is going to go to, outperform it, but I think the book of Bitcoin, it's a beta play because I mean, it's Bitcoin and hopefully it's got the ticker boob and hopefully people they funnel into it because they look at the Ethereum and they say, well, Bitcoin's a higher market cap than Ethereum. But I think the book of Ethereum is going to do better. I'm not saying it's not. But in terms of a beta play, this one could be good. This one, I mean, it's just too high in market cap. And I'm not, this 2.0 variant, technically, this one has a more active community. This one, I think, is still, because it was just created. Yeah, it was created 2 months ago. This is what they should have made the logo like. That looks like a better logo. It's like a new and improved. And then they've got all this weird stuff. Like, look at this. It's like a little it's like a little festival. Oh man, the 2.0 variant, the base variant, Buttcoin. I think Buttcoin's gonna do. I'll be honest. I think Buttcoin's gonna do very well. Purple Bitcoin, it's too high in market cap. Let's be honest. This one, it's unfortunate what happened to it. This, it's dead. It's gone. Wait, it has an infinity max supply. It's probably got some weird mechanism to it. But honestly, Book of Bitcoin could be good. Buttcoin could be good. The 2.0. Oh, and then where's the other one? Oh, you know what? This is the one I wanted to show. Well, this is not even a Bitcoin thing, but it has the ticker Bitcoin. The Murad coin. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Tenny, Noob, ticker Bitcoin. Yeah, but it's not a Bitcoin actual coin. It's just got the ticker Bitcoin. It's just a cluster of words together. Man, what a weird chart this is. Wow. Normally, you don't see that many aggressive pullbacks. It looks like a ridge. It's a strange chart. But that's going to do it, guys, for all these Bitcoin memes. Make sure you like the video down below.